And then Caitlin tries to reach for... Oh! Salaun got her in the face with an elbow. Salaun got her with an elbow there.
Oh, did I get a technical? Oh, no way. Oh, it just makes sense for the rest tonight, so I'm not surprised. Wow. Wow, I could have got ejected. I should have been a little safer in the second half. Okay, well, guess I have some fines coming my way. And a flagrant. Wow. Well, the rest were interesting, but I'm not going to say anything else because obviously I got probably $1,000 worth of fines coming my way, but I was just trying to get the rebound and I didn't know I got a technical foul, but thanks for letting me know. I appreciate it.
What began as an ordinary fight for a rebound suddenly exploded into chaos the moment Caitlin Clark took an elbow to the face from Janielle Salaün. The crowd froze in shock. Emotions erupted across the court, and within seconds technical fouls were flying everywhere. But the real controversy came afterward, when Clark admitted she didn't even realize she had been given a technical. Now rumors of a possible fine are spreading fast, while furious fans demand answers and ask the question hanging over the entire night.
So yeah, I'm going to be real here. Caitlin Clark's almost certainly getting fined for this. Caitlin Clark is almost certainly getting fined for this one. Maybe she gets away with it, but I can't see it. I can't see her not getting fined for this one, and I'm going to be real. Again, when it comes to WNBA fines, it's not like a $1,000 fine is going to affect Caitlin Clark, but there's a big but here. While yes, that fine is probably not going to affect Caitlin, this is definitely going to be a fine. Absolutely definitely, and to be honest, you don't say this without expecting a fine. She doesn't care about being fined. She could have her...
Caitlin Clark may already be one of the WNBA's biggest stars, but that doesn't mean she's untouchable. After the heated clash on the court, many believe a league fine is almost inevitable. The money itself probably means nothing to Clark, but the message behind it could mean everything. Now fans are left wondering if the league is simply trying to keep control or making an example.
Players hate Caitlin Clark. This is to end the first half. Janielle Salaün gives her a nice shove in the back, gets a rebound, gives her a little bit of an elbow. Both players were given technicals for this. I don't think either should have received technicals, physical basketball. But this was a physical game. This was a physical game on both sides. Shout out to Caitlin Clark. She didn't back down today. She did not back down today. She set one of the best screens that I've seen an Indiana Fever player set in the 3 years I've been watching this team. Better than any screen.
One elbow, one technical foul, and suddenly the entire league was drowning in controversy. What first looked like ordinary physical basketball quickly transformed into one of the most talked about moments of the season. Fans split into two sides almost instantly, some believing Caitlin Clark is being unfairly targeted every night she steps on the floor, while others argue she has to keep her emotions under control when the pressure rises. But through all...
I said thanks for booing the refs. I actually said thanks for going at the refs, but like, yes. She said thanks for booing the refs. Look, I'm a massive, obviously, Caitlin Clark fan. But it's fine. This is the most cut and dry, obvious, yes, this is a fine offense I think we've seen. It is unfortunate that is the case. That obviously that she probably will be fine, but like Sophie Cunningham got fined on a podcast for saying the refs you can't. Paige Beckers has a special whistle.
Replay after replay sent fans scrambling to analyze every angle of the elbow from Janielle Salaün. Some were convinced it was intentional. Others called it nothing more than tough, physical defense in the heat of the moment. But before officials could even fully sort through the chaos, social media had already picked its sides. And the
Caitlin just said she didn't know she got the tech at halftime and said she could have gotten ejected, and she said.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Were you worried at all that she would have been ejected?
I didn't know that she got a technical either. So I guess they announced it, but nobody told us. So I thought the officials would have told us, but.
After the game, Caitlin Clark admitted she didn't even realize she had been given a technical foul, and that revelation instantly stunned fans around the league. People couldn't understand how a player could be that close to possible ejection without even knowing it. Now the confusion surrounding that moment is adding even more fuel to the growth.
Last night, the Fever and the Valkyries went at it in Indiana. And it seems like the Fever have had a lot of home games so far. But, they're 4-2. which is a nice start for them, for any team really. But last night was one of those games where Valkyries kept trying to claw back, and they just didn't have enough gas to do so. To get it down to 8, this is after having the lead early on, but just too much fever.
The fine itself may not be massive, but the meaning behind it could echo across the entire league. In professional basketball, fines are rarely just about the money. They're about sending a message, setting a tone, reminding players where the line is. And now a growing number of fans.
The latest player that wants to get clout off of Caitlin Clark just said, if they start calling fouls on her, she'll never get to play in the games. Well, I just find that mighty funny because Caitlin Clark just had 5 fouls. Wouldn't that mean that they was calling the fouls on her? And is it this lady a well-known flopper? Didn't a lot of y'all that's taking up for her now used to always dog and talk bad about her in the past couple seasons?
Every time Caitlin Clark steps onto the court, the spotlight somehow grows even brighter, and with it comes even more scrutiny. Every foul, every reaction, every whistle instantly turns into headline news across the basketball world. Some fans believe she's being targeted because of the fame and attention.
There's a lot of emotions when you talk about Caitlin Clark on the women's side of basketball, but the truth of the matter is a lot of it isn't true. They call her overrated, overhyped, says she's not the golden child, not the chosen one of the WNBA, whatever you want to say. But the fact of the matter is all of it's just rooted in narratives and all of it's just rooted in hate. Caitlin Clark is a top 5 WNBA player and one of the best engines basketball has ever seen, and one of one. When we talk about the WNBA, for us, the play style that she came into the league from Iowa, entering the WNBA, was never seen before in the league prior to her entering. It's very annoying. You can't have a nuanced conversation when you talk about her, when you mention her. You always got people in your comments.
Supporters believe Caitlin Clark refused to back down, and to them, that's exactly what makes her different. In one of the most physical and emotionally charged games of the season, she battled through constant contact, kept attacking, and still delivered another unforgettable performance.
There's a lot of emotions when you talk about Caitlin Clark on the women's side of basketball, but the truth of the matter is a lot of it isn't true. They call her overrated, overhyped, says she's not the golden child, not the chosen one of the WNBA, whatever you want to say. But the fact of the matter is all of it's just rooted in narratives and all of it's just rooted in hate. Caitlin Clark is a top 5 WNBA player and one of the best engines basketball has ever seen, and one of one. When we talk about the WNBA, for us, the play style that she came into the league from Iowa, entering the WNBA, was never seen before in the league prior to her entering. It's very annoying. You can't have a nuanced conversation when you talk about her, when you mention her. You always got people in your comments.
Once again, the referees found themselves at the center of a storm. Many fans believe the missed calls early in the game allowed the frustration and tension to build until everything finally exploded. Now people are questioning whether stronger officiating could have prevented the technical.
I thought she was great. She's an emotional player, and it's one of the things that makes her great. And I thought that she channeled it in a way that needed to be channeled for us to be successful, and she handled it well. And from a physicality standpoint, I love the way that she's going to the rim and finishing tough plays. And I thought her defense was really good. So I thought she was good.
The internet has already turned the entire situation into a full-blown war of opinions. One side believes Caitlin Clark is being unfairly targeted every time she steps on the floor, while the other argues she's simply facing the pressure and scrutiny that comes with becoming a superstar. But no matter which side...
She was going at Caitlin and got put in her place, by the way. But I just find it funny how all you Caitlin haters, y'all would even back up and try to prop up the players and the people that y'all don't like in spite of Caitlin, bro. It's getting weird, man. At the end of the day, bro, Caitlin the greatest we'll never see. MVP on the way. Championship on the way. I hope y'all ready, and if you're not, oh well, nobody cares.
As the reactions continue to pour in, the story is growing into something far bigger than basketball itself. It's no longer just about one elbow or one controversial play. It's about the way the game is being called, how players are being treated, and how...
Weaver had wonderful defense, and that was really, really nice to see. Valkyrie, when it counted, could not get the ball inside at all. And in fact, a lot of times what it became was a fast break for the Fever on the other way. We know what Caitlin Clark did, right? 22 points, 9 assists. And she had 9 assists with about a minute and a half, 2 minutes to go. Stephanie White put in a defensive strategy, defensive floor, to make sure that Valkyrie didn't start climbing back in. And all the right moves were made.